Real shit, only fuck with them niggas I'm still with. I still with. If I'm in a fix, they bout some trill shit. For my rounds, I appeal shit. Devise plans to get a meal ticket. With that attitude like we'll get it. Still busy, still with it. Looking over haters like they lil midgets. Noisy hopping around the night, camouflage like lil crickets. I got a problem with me having just a lil digits. From the city where niggas lie and kill and steal for riches. And I done been around and even met some trill bitches. Broads harder than these niggas real snitches. I never tell on the soul, that's cold, a real sickness. Love run deep, I won't speak with God as my witness. I never mix with fake niggas because it's bad for business. And when I eat off my plate, I eat off clean dishes. That's why I'm testing my fate, about to get on my mission. It's real over here, daddy, so won't you take a listen. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, you heard me?
Big ups to the fam. Shouts out to the team. Welcome to the Rounds Podcast. If it's your first time rocking with us, please like, share, and subscribe. If you've been rocking with us, y'all already know what it is. It's full rounds. It's mainstream news. It's pop culture. It's a little bit of family business. I'm your host, Benjamin That's Good. As always, got my rounds with me. Cuzzo Rent, a.k.a. Just Rent, Caveman 55, and Hatchback of the ENT. What's good, fellas?
With it.
What's up, man?
Everything, baby, everything.
You see what you calling yourself today? You just run today?
And no to put in, you hear me now. You heard, you know, it got lost in translation. I was having
what was that? What was that? That phone service motherfucker said, "Can you hear me now?" Then kept asking me.
Yeah,
we need a black version of that because it was always the white boy. Can you hear me now? That's you, huh, Ren? Yeah, about time.
Verizon Wireless.
Can you hear me now? Nigga got his chain on, looking like 2 chains. Yeah.
Man, I don't like it. You heard my backup device. You heard me. I can't see who the fans is and none of that. You're working with us. I appreciate you. Motherfucker tune in. You're slipping.
Hey, bro. Yeah, we it's cool. It looks like it's gonna be a little choppy, but we gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying?
We got God. Go ahead, Rodney. You call a nigga the God. Oh,
shouts
shit.
out to the boy E did it too already in the comments. Yeah, man.
The God don't fuck up though.
Ren the God, and I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Cuz, man. What'd you say, did it? Hey man, we doing top 4 today. We doing the top 4 like major events of the last 20 years per the news cycle.
I like that.
Yeah, and you know, anything that kind of stuck out to you over the last 20. We gonna start with Cuz. We bringing it up with Hatch. Then as UK, man, I bring up the Reds. All good.
I don't know about the term, so if it's past 20 years, I feel like I got some shit for y'all. When was is that in the 20-year time frame?
What that?
The DC.
Yeah.
Oh, the DC sniper.
Yeah.
That's one.
Okay. I'm gonna go definitely. You know, Hurricane 20-year time frame, right?
Yeah.
9/11. Your tower.
One more.
And something else, shit. I guess I always struggle with the last one. I'm gonna say for presidency, black president. You heard me?
Okay.
I know that's.
Yeah, nah, that was pretty good, bro. That was pretty good. No lie. What you got? Oh, I had look like You good over there?
Not much. Look, he talked about. He said 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me? I'm gonna say
Yeah. Yeah. He say 9/11.
some of the some of the things that happened because of 9/11, right? With all of this CIA spying on motherfuckers, all of that shit, all of them TSA laws that they made say that. I'm gonna say, uh, of course, the whole Hurricane Katrina incident, right? That changed the course of everybody
Mm-hmm.
in the South life. I mean, shit,
Everybody
ain't
on
really
them,
been back to the city since, not to live.
right.
Uh, I say, uh, the passing of Kobe Bryant. People don't. I
Definitely.
mean, that may not be a significant thing to some people, but with all the things he had in the air and all the things that could have happened, you know, a young successful man that finished his basketball career, did it, you know what I'm saying, better than most wanted to do it, went out on his own terms, and he was transitioning to media and to other things, and he was cut short. And uh, some major things gonna
Word.
come from that, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm not gonna really go, to say black president or whatever. That's still up for debate. But the presidency of Donald Trump has forever changed the government in the United States. There has never
Agreed.
been a person who has not only this motherfucker never was student class president. He ain't never been dog catcher. He ain't never been an alderman, mayor, governor, senator, hell, any public office. This motherfucker went right to the top. First time. That's a
Oh
bad
hell.
motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay, man.
It's
I'm gonna
part of the
go with
history of a
because y'all know I like to
I
win.
don't
I like to win these top fours. So I'm about to come out the gate with the COVID-19 pandemic. I think that
Mm-hmm.
changed the whole world from when it started to this day. I don't think we're gonna ever recover from what the COVID did. Uh, I hope y'all agree with that. That's one of the greatest historical events thus far. Next, I'm gonna go with the same-sex
you know it,
marriage.
you know it happened every 100 years, right?
Huh?
You know it
Yeah,
happens
but
every 100 years, right?
yeah, I don't know that. That's what I heard. But anyway, we talking about the last 20 years. I got the COVID on top. Next, I got the same-sex marriage. Right? Now we
Mm-hmm.
opening up the gates, letting what's not normal come into our regular lives as if it's supposed to be there. That's two. I'm gonna go with three. In 2019, we got the first photograph of an actual black hole. Everything else was pretty much theory.
Of actual
What you call
what?
the first photograph, an actual photograph of a black hole in 2019.
Black holes.
Everything else was
Hey,
say that again.
I've been seeing black holes way before.
No, you didn't get a real photograph. This you've been seeing images,
Me
not
too.
actual photographs.
I know a bunch of black holes, bro.
Too.
No, not holes. Not holes. I know a bunch of them too. Black. I'm talking about this in outer space, not in the
The holes?
neighborhood. What the heck? Holes.
Oh, yeah. That one
Yeah.
probably.
That's number three.
They got
And then I'm gonna
holes.
go with and then I'm gonna go with the George Floyd murder. I think that shaped the country. We had people protesting all the way in Africa. We have people protesting,
They do
fighting
that
for
shit.
that all the way in Europe. We had Chinese people protesting, holding up signs. So I got the pandemic, COVID. I got the
That ain't new
pandemic.
either.
I got the same-sex marriage. You know, that's introducing everything else to our children, which wasn't normal. I got the black hole, the actual picture to get us to see what an actual black hole looked like. And what was my last one? I just forgot my last one, but that count too.
Yeah, you lost. You won this one. You heard me?
No, I think I won this one.
Who went with recency bias?
Well, first
won.
off, bro, I ain't even went yet, so pause, right? But you had a damn good list, you know what I'm saying? But
Like always.
pump your, I wouldn't say that, but pump your brakes. On my list, we're gonna deal a lot with death here, you know what I'm saying? First off, we're gonna say the death of Chadwick Boseman, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the Black Panther. That was my dog. You feel me? We're gonna do the death of Michael Jackson, icon.
The
You know what I'm
greatest.
saying?
Yeah.
Whitney Houston, my baby tonight. And we'll end it off with Osama bin Laden. You hear me? Bin Laden.
Oh,
You know what I'm
dog.
saying?
I won this
Yeah,
one.
bro. You know, they hit home, baby. They hit home. You know what I'm saying? I'm an entertain at heart. So, you know, Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson gonna definitely be on my list. We put Osama in there just cause.
But if y'all remember when the sniper, them motherfuckers was scared to get gas, and this was a
That was a good one.
Oh yeah, the DC sniper was real.
That was a good one, but that was just one. I had 4 of them. I had 4 of them bitches hitting hard.
Dog, people been shacking up. I ain't president one and only. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say one in our lifetime, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And Katrina, we got Katrina. You know what I'm saying? So, it y'all. We're gonna let the people that came with that heat this time.
There you go, get it. Fix your sound. Fix your sound,
Ren.
You're fucking me up.
Yeah, you hit right now, cuz. But yeah, K man, this might be your first one, baby.
No, it ain't. It ain't my first one.
Look, remember this one. Archive that bitch. No, I don't hear you, Hat. I see you, but I ain't getting you coming through that.
Oh, niggas won't fuck up their shit when I win. Nigga don't want to come through smooth on my turn. Nigga, I got you. I see what y'all niggas did.
No,
I got you.
Nah, you Gucci right now.
You just unmuted.
You just free as a bird. Yeah, we had to deal with the difficulty.
That's big time happening in this world, dog. The same-sex marriage, P-Valley, all this bullshit is sneaking in on us.
What you think same-sex marriage?
I mean, regardless of how you feel on it.
That's so they can get their teeth clean. That's so you can have insurance.
It's news, baby.
That's all that is.
Yeah, so they can have the benefits that married people have.
Or is that sneaking in that bullshit on us, that little murder shit on us, these fucking shows where they're sneaking all that shit on us, telling us
I'm using my hotspot, did it? I'm using my hotspot because my Wi-Fi is down right now.
You was almost Gucci.
Where Ren at, man?
Well, it's good, kid, man. He'll be popping back in. And as we say, there you go. Hey, kid, man. Like I said, we gonna give you this dub here, and we gonna get on to this first round, bro. Let's get it.
I don't like Glenn.
All right, bro. Right out the gate, so we could get it out the way. We got the whole Brittany Griner incident, right? She got sentenced to the 9. Yeah, she got sentenced to the 9 years. Now they trying to negotiate. They supposedly negotiating to try to do a prisoner swap. Got a lot of feedback on it. Huh? Got a lot of feedback on it. But y'all tell me what y'all think, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel? I think we all could agree it's kind of some bullshit. You go first, Hat. But what you think about the guy who they want to exchange? The real shit. You know what I'm saying? Should we actually give her up for this guy? So forth and so on.
Okay, first of all, I'm not opposed to swapping out. Equal value, equal crime, equal whatever. whatever prisoner. We talk about somebody that's been charged with espionage, weapons manufacturing, and shit that could actually impact lives going
Hurt
forward. You feel
somebody.
me?
Nah,
Especially
real shit, real shit.
with Russia being with Russia being at war still with Ukraine, they can use this guy, right, to do whatever they fucking need him to do. But Brittany Griner, like, what's her purpose? Like, this bitch put basketballs in the holes. But sometimes, like, I don't see that being no great asset to the U.S. to want to go get her. Now I say, let her people go get her. That's what I'm saying. Let the
Her
LG
people, her grandma, her mom,
yeah,
her people,
let her people go get her.
who? Her mom and them?
The rainbow, no, the rainbow people. Let them go get her.
That's us, the Americans. All of us is part of that rainbow
No,
shit.
no, because look, we can't choose when the fuck we want to be American. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it's fucking convenient for us and shit. You remember Brittany Griner? She didn't want to stand for the fucking Pledge of Allegiance and shit.
Right. Let me jump in here. I remember one of my partners, Marvo, said, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. If you go into another country, you need to know their rules, their laws, and their punishments. You can't go over there thinking I could fucking do. Well, let me finish. You can't go over there and say I could do what I want to do, and if it's severe, my country go come bail me out. I don't agree with that sentiment. And then to try to trade her for this type of man, I don't think that's an even trade. Because we get Brittany Griner back, they get this guy back. He set free to wreak havoc like he's done before. I don't agree with that. I think
the only thing I disagree with, K man, you talking about the knowing the rules when you go into the country and all of that stuff. There was a person who not too long ago, right? A female, she bought like 6-7 grams. She got 2 months in a cup, you know what I'm saying, and some fines. And this girl is caught with like a seventh of a fucking gram. This was like residue in a goddamn cartridge.
And that's my thing, Hat, because I heard
hold up. Y'all
a
see that
similar
comment?
story. I'm a fly for you, K man. I got you, baby. I had to step away. I just came back, but I totally agree with. I got you, boy. We gonna show you that love, boy. Hat. Like, I heard a similar story. They had a guy who got popped. You know what I'm saying? And he got a year. You know what I'm saying? They say 10 is the max. They gave him a year for the shit. Might have wound up doing like 6 months or something. So we already know that they took it to the extreme because of the situation and trying to capitalize on it. Like you kind of alluded to, we're trying to get this guy in exchange to let her go. You know what I'm saying? It's some geopolitical shit. And it's fucked up that she didn't got caught in the mix, because obviously I would like her to come home, sister. And really, because you ain't do nothing, and I'm pro cannabis. You know what I'm saying? So anybody getting popped on some weed charges, I'm not really fair to it. But when you looking at who they want in exchange for her, you got to definitely do your due diligence.
It give their hand up. It give their hand
know
up.
that weed
when they start talking about.
You know that weed charges is more severe than the charges here. I remember Ren was talking about that. The shit they do in the laws over there is different than the laws over here.
Not for everybody.
When you over there, you got to abide by their rules. What you mean, not for everybody? Explain that.
He just told you of a situation where a young white lady
you ain't coming through.
was caught 7 grams over there, and she got 2 months.
Yeah, like I saw the meme or whatever with the situation with the white lady, and I listened to an interview earlier today. Well, like I'm saying, a gentleman who was locked over there, and he was just, kind of talking about his experience and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, he knew they was gonna give her, the high end, but he was like, shit, they got like a year, did 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Troy? What's happening with it?
Y'all can hear me now?
I can hear
Yes,
you,
sir.
baby.
Talk black to me, God. So what you say,
All right.
Go ahead on, get
bro.
yours off so we can move it.
I heard they told her before she went over there not to go over there. You know what I'm saying? Because the political climate was changing. First of all. Second of all, like we keep saying, because as current or former cannabis users, it's not that big a deal to us. But you're in a whole nother country. And as far as the disparity in the sentences, like that shit happen over here all the time. A motherfucker get 5 years for murder. Some motherfuckers get life for murder. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way the law go. But I mean, we can't trade her. Like I read up on a dude who they was trying to trade her for. That ain't a fair trade. We getting fucked over. You know what I'm saying? That's like
Not
trying to
effective.
trade fucking Patrick Mahomes for a third string quarterback, a third string fucking kicker or something. We can't do that.
Right.
And I don't like. Don't get me wrong. I don't think she should do 9 years, but like it's a bunch of Americans sitting in jail cells. Y'all ever saw Locked Up Abroad?
Hell
Yeah,
we don't go get them either.
That shit
It's a
happens
bunch
all
of,
the time. And I don't.
I be
it's
like,
a bunch
I be,
of Americans. It's a
I be
bunch of
like,
Americans.
this nigga speak English good as a motherfucker in Taiwan. This nigga, what? This nigga from America.
And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't on enough for not standing for the pledge because I ain't feeling standing for the pledge either. I ain't on enough for all that other shit to me is inconsequential, but I just feel like
You got me clear.
Who they trying to trade her for, we can't do that. They're gonna have to give us some future first round picks or something to go with that shit to balance it out.
Who is us? Who is us, Ren?
America, you in America, right?
That ain't got shit to do with Brittany Griner though.
Yeah, well, that's who I'm talking when I say us, America. We all the country we all live in. You see Cleve wearing the flag shirt.
Hey man, hey bro. I just hope they can resolve it. But yeah, we gonna have to keep our eye on this one.
But we had a good point coming from the chat. She been playing over there for some time. This is not her first go around. It's not like she didn't know what was happening. You dig? She got caught with some residue in a vape cartridge. Ain't like she was trying to stick a bunch of fucking, you know what I'm saying, whatever up to whatever. She just got caught lacking. I don't think she should
like
be
that though.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
got you, homie. Hey, bro, but to my knowledge, wasn't this like the first time like her doctor prescribed her to like be on the shit or bring it with her type shit too?
Them Russians don't give a damn about your prescription.
No, I'm just asking though. Like, wasn't this the first time that she was told by the doctor to take it? Because I'm thinking that's another reason why she felt a little more comfortable to bring it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like medically prescribed to her.
Her agent couldn't reach out to them and see, look, my client got this over here.
Well, I'm kind of saying that too, cuz like if she been over there before, like you're saying, it's not her first time playing over there. She been on that weed. This ain't her first. You see what I'm saying? She ain't just getting on it. Not was it just technically prescribed by the doctor? Is what I'm trying to see. Because to me, you already been fucking with it while you out there. It's just not. They chose to hem you up for it. You know what I'm saying?
She should have got Russian doctors to prescribe that shit. If Dr. Kovinskov ain't prescribed that shit, I don't think that's...
Why we ignoring what we should really be talking about? If Donald Trump was the president, we wouldn't have this issue with Russia and Brittany Griner. She would already been home.
Shouts out to Marvel Fabian, baby. You know.
I mean, well, if y'all want to
do the crime, do the time. Don't
if y'all
do the
can't do it.
Vote for Trump in 2024 to bring her back home. But I mean, I just feel
Can't
like
do it.
don't get me wrong, I understand she a well-known athlete and stuff like that, but in the big scheme of things, I would say 95% of the people who saying bring her home don't watch them fucking games. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
All right, bro. Well, let's go round. Hat, bring her home.
Man,
swap out.
My man.
Swap out or
bring her home.
Swap out.
I'm gonna say this. Once they my little boy, my partner, little L, for 5 years, because he got caught with some weed too. Once they free all the people over here, then they can free her ass.
Ren?
I say bring her home, but don't do that swap out. Like, You know what I'm saying? We fucking America. Go get her. Go fucking over there. I don't think she worth going to war for shit. She might have to do our time.
No. She worth going to war for. That's our people. If we getting fucked
You
over,
said she can't have no fucking kid.
Huh?
I remember.
Hold on, that's our people. She did wrong. She's supposed to do the time, but they're fucking over our people. We don't let nobody fuck over our people. Like if your brother went beat a nigga up and he did wrong, you ain't gonna let niggas just 4-5 niggas fuck over him. You go help him. You go get him, even though he was
fuck
wrong.
Over our people right here, and we don't do shit. So I can't see us getting over there. How we gonna get over there to do something?
I want to say, bro.
That's why I keep saying, who is we? Is you and a couple other niggas gonna go over there?
The government. I pay taxes, so I'm part of the government.
Well, look, Caveman was a Marine, so he might feel, chested, bro. I say, go ahead on.
It's about time to dust these fucking boots off.
That's what I'm saying.
He was a goddamn secretary.
I say,
he was a secretary.
I hate when niggas
we supposed to be a superpower.
Demean my Marine Corps service, boy.
If we're a superpower, man, we could give them back to Alabama, man. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? We the good old US of A, baby. Swap that girl out.
Man, that's all.
Let our people go get her. Let our people go get her.
Box.
Dress up.
She telling me I'm speeding, telling me to slow down.
Slow down, and he rolled down his window and he started harassing.
First of all, I didn't harass you. She telling me to slow down. I said, what do you mean slow down? I said, yo, I'm just going to the mailbox. Then she goes, get the fuck out the middle of the road. First of all, I didn't almost hit you. Now you just making up stuff.
No, I literally
just like a Karen.
You almost hit me.
How did I almost hit you and I'm going to the mailbox?
I was a Karen.
Yeah, I'd call you a Karen when I came over here after you said I called the police. Absolutely. Then you went on to say, oh, I'm the subject of the HOA meeting, this and that and the other. I got liens and shit on my house, this and that and the other. Then you start bringing up my status, who I was, my HBO, my VH1. You the one brought it up, lady. I did it. You did it. You did. First of all, I didn't almost hit her. Sir, no, I'm fine, sir. First of all, I didn't almost hit her.
I understand that. Just relax.
I'm not finna sit up here.
He ran the stop sign.
Well, there is no stop sign. What are you talking about?
I understand that. What did you do?
I wasn't, but I asked him to slow down, and he got out of his car and started harassing me. He put his car in park.
Right, because you're gonna yell at me and telling me I'm almost hit you, and I didn't.
But you didn't have to get out of your fucking car.
You didn't have to talk to me that way either, Karen.
You're a black man approaching a white woman.
First of all, you had your boy right here, your husband right here. So first of all, I don't do that type of stuff.
Relax.
You did. You put your car in park and you came at me.
First of all, I didn't come at you.
Yes, you did.
You can stop all of that, Karen.
Okay, listen.
Get out of here with all of that.
Listen, if you guys want me here, I can solve it.
He literally came after me.
Here she crying. There's Karen. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Swear to God, I've never been a part of nothing like this. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Do you have your ID?
I've seen it. Yes, I've seen it, but this is firsthand.
And now he's on live.
Oh boy, as she's crying. Oh my God, this is real. This is real. This is real. Here you go. Here you go, sir. This is real. This is real. This is real. This is real. I've never seen. I've seen it, but I've never been a part of this. This is real life, and now she's crying.
Talk on it, T.O.
Now say, bro, that was my boy T.O., my favorite receiver to ever play. He had a little camera moment, bro, and I would really like to fault the husband in this situation, because you standing out there, you know that this some bullshit, and when your wife first started popping off with that shit, you should have grabbed up and told her, get her ass inside with that bullshit. Now you didn't let her cause this whole scene, police out here and all this other shit, when you could have nipped all that in the bud if you would have just put your feet down. Shit is a shame, bro.
See, I'm going to raise my hand on this. I'm going
Go
to be
ahead,
quick
man.
with it. Listening to that white woman, how she just said he a black man approaching a white woman,
Whew.
that make me say, go get Brittany Griner. They're doing us wrong, even overseas. Go get Brittany Griner. You see what they did? Calling this a black man, he can't even speak to her. He ain't harass her and do nothing to her. He just was explaining his case.
Then she
And she
flip
threw that
flopped the
black
story like
woman
2-3
up.
times. Yeah, man.
Go get Brittany Griner, dog. That's our people getting done wrong. T.O. just got done wrong. This woman just accused him of being overly aggressive by saying he a black man. That means you overly aggressive. You might harm me. That's what she said. Go get Brittany Griner.
Now, if he
That's all I
wasn't
got to
T.O.,
say.
that shit could have went real left. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like the officer of the security guard, I couldn't really make out what he was. He was real cool. It seemed to be a minority itself, so it seemed like, you know, he wasn't too much tripping off T.O., but if he wasn't who he was, or the cop was somebody else, that shit could have went left.
Right. Yeah, I don't like that scenario. I don't like the fact that this woman put all this emotion on. Man, that shit could get people in trouble. Just your raw emotion from out of nowhere. Nigga
Yeah,
could have
bro.
shot T.O. because she was crying. Said he threatened her. Could have did.
That's what I'm
Man,
saying, dog. She flipped the story about 3 times. Then once you see you not getting the traction of the response that you want, then it come with the waterworks. You know what I'm saying?
we need some consequences behind shit like that, man. Even no matter how small or minor it is, she needs to suffer some consequences.
Cause you ain't coming through. I see you talking, but we ain't getting you.
The consequence has to come from us. It don't have to come from the police or
That's
nobody
good.
else. You know what I'm saying? The consequence should come from you slapping the fuck out of her for playing with you. See, that's the problem. Like
No, you don't.
when
You don't
when
do that.
when we get into it with hold up. When we get into it with one of us, we quick to want fucking fight. We quick to want, you know what I'm saying, do all kind of shit. When it come to them, we won't put them on blast with the
Camera.
fucking phone.
Camera.
You want to show everybody. Fuck
Nah,
that camera.
you got a
It-
point there,
I
Heck. You got a
handle,
point there.
I handle you the same way I handle any fucking body else. You play with me, bitch, I'ma slap the fuck out you.
Well, first,
And you and your
hell no.
we gotta
man.
stop.
You trying to get that man locked up?
Right. We gotta stop
I
saying
ain't
what you
gonna,
saying.
listen.
Hat.
If it was a black woman, it would have been a whole bunch of fucking shit.
But
But
no,
what you saying, Hat?
that's a
Why get it?
verbal altercation. That's a verbal altercation. I think any man that hit a woman in a verbal altercation is weak and wrong. You know what I'm saying? If he do that, it take the
I
spotlight
don't
off
hear that shit.
fucked up to
I
him
don't
being.
hear that shit.
So if you get into
I
it
don't
with
hear
a
that
woman,
shit.
hit him.
What you
No.
say, Cuz?
No, I'm asking him, like, if he get into it with a woman verbally, if you have a verbal altercation with a woman, that's your go-to is to slap her.
No. I don't
No,
take that
I
what
didn't
that's
say
saying.
go. That's my go. I said if you're listening, I'm
I'm
saying
listening.
when we get into issues with our people, it's always the violent shit. It's
We should
always
stop that.
we escalate.
We need
never
to stop that.
We're talking about consequences. The consequences, caveman said, when shit happen like that, we should have some consequences. And I'm not talking about from the police. I'm talking about from us. We should give them fucking consequences.
Nah, I don't
We
think.
should give them
If
consequences.
he got a sister or something, old lady in the crib, he should go get her if it's gonna get to a physical thing. But I wouldn't agree with him slapping shit out of her. But to me, it just showed
If she
that
if she got in his space like any fucking body else, he has the right to knock her fucking eyebrows off.
no, you don't. That's false. Please don't listen to him,
Yeah,
ladies
the
and
fuck
gentlemen.
you do. That's
You
the
know,
consequence. That's the consequence.
but
Consequence.
I mean, if he do that, then he's sitting in jail and everybody's saying, "Damn, T.O." That completely changed the narrative of the story. If he put his hand,
You ain't hearing what I'm saying, Ren.
I
I'm
hear what
talking
you're
about.
saying.
We hear what you're
No, you're
saying.
not. Because, no, listen. He said there should be consequences.
Right. And
And
you
I'm saying
said we
You
should
looking for
we should
somebody? You looking for somebody to bail you out. You looking for the government to bail you out. You looking for the police to bail you out. I say the consequences should come from us. If a motherfucker crossed you, you understand? You have the right to do whatever the fuck to make that situation right. You hand out the fucking consequences. That's what I'm
and then
saying. I'm not
looking
saying
for
just come
somebody
up
to
to
bail him out.
That vigilante attitude, yeah, man.
Nah,
We
to
need
me,
that.
I think it just showed
You
that no
goddamn-
matter who you is, whether you
goddamn
T.O.
blank
or
man.
OJ or MJ or whatever your initials is, you still could be subject to racism. It don't matter. Like the fact, like Cuz say, the fact that he T.O. is just kind of tamed the situation and it didn't go all the way left. But
So
like he got something to lose. I wouldn't advise him to react
So-
violent in the situation.
So Hatch, you telling us we should be out here
I'm
like
not
fucking.
saying.
Hold
listen,
up. You saying we
we talk in circles because
Hold up.
you specifically talking about him. I'm talking about
That he's talking about in general.
Caveman said there should be consequences. I'm
But
not
you
talking
saying
about
we need to
specifically
be out-
T.O. I'm saying across the board.
But you saying we need to be out here like fucking Blank Man or Media Man and going in the community and fucking shit up on our own.
I think what he's saying is what a situation calls for it. Sometimes you need to apply that pressure. Now, this might not be that type of situation, but in some situations, and I see where you're going with it, because we can agree. We quick to nut up against somebody look like us and or try to, fuck over them or get back. But
Sweet
somebody who
potato.
don't quite look like you pipe that shit down a little bit. Now that's for multiple reasons. We ain't gonna pull back all those layers now, but I could feel Hatch. So on some instances, we might need to step up and challenge that a little bit. In this instance, I wouldn't say that's the case.
Dog.
I mean,
But
that's verbal.
I'm not
I
saying.
feel
I'm
you.
not saying.
He could- I don't think he should have backed down,
was
but I
not
don't think
physically
he
home.
Listen.
He was not physically home.
Listen, the fish don't fry in the kitchen and the beans don't burn on the grill.
what the
Took
fuck
a
you talking?
whole lot of.
No, it took the whole left and two right.
And two rights, nigga.
Right. This shit don't add up.
You ain't gonna never forget them two rights. You hear me?
You goddamn right. You don't
No,
fucking.
I'm just saying this.
No, he should
I'm
have
just
got
saying,
no
listen,
face like
I see it all
you
the
got me
time.
fucked up. He could have went all the way clean off on him. You know what I'm saying? But at the point where he crossed the line and hit her, that take it to a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? Thing.
See, Ren, you stuck.
And
You ain't listening.
not just
You
that
stuck on one
situation.
thing.
Let's say it in general terms, if it's any dude with a Karen and that's what you do, like, because I don't feel like you could just slap the shit out of somebody because of what they say. You say something fucked up to me, I say something fucked up
We
to
ain't
you.
saying what they say. See,
Diddy
that was saying,
said it perfect
you get
in his
stuck on-
comment.
you get stuck.
I like what Diddy just put up there.
You get stuck. You get stuck. I'm not talking about this specific situation. I'm saying when shit happens, ain't no consequences. We have to be the one to provide the consequences to stop people from playing with us. That's my point. Wherever
okay.
it go, wherever she take it, that's what I'm gonna take it too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If it's just a verbal thing, then we can talk. But it could have simply, she could have got it in his face and slapped him. Then what? He's supposed to say,
Then you slap the dog shit out of fucking ass.
And I think
that's the
what he's
consequences.
saying. Y'all, I think y'all kind of got on the same page. We got 2 more rounds plus Caveman got a little nugget. He didn't throw it out there like he did last week that I'm sure gonna get shit fired up. So we gonna do the little intermission thing, Brian. Let's kill these last 2 years, man.
I just wanna know if I can be Mama that's extraordinary and everywhere. Make the credit come clean. You got them student loans. Collectors won't leave you alone. They always hit up your phone. You need to give us a call. They give you new peace of mind. We say your credit be fine. Whenever you hit up a line, we get your credit in line. You get the new score in time. Now you an 8 when you used to be 5. You eating steak when you used to eat fries. Wanna get straight and just holler at the guys. I got the team for you. We got the dream for you. We do our thing for you.
Deadly police shooting of Breonna Taylor in Louisville, Kentucky. The Justice Department today leveling federal charges against 4 current and former officers connected with her death. Among the charges, officers are accused of falsifying documents to obtain the search warrant of her home where she was shot and killed. Then they're accused of lying to cover it up. ABC's Faith Abube reporting tonight from Louisville.
More than 2 years after Breonna Taylor was shot to death in a botched drug raid, U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland today announcing federal charges for 4 current and former Louisville Metro Police officers.
The federal charges announced today allege that members of the Place-Based Investigations Unit falsified the affidavit used to obtain the search warrant of Ms. Taylor's home.
Prosecutors say Sergeant Cal Meany and detectives Joshua James and Kelly Goodlett knew the search warrant lacked probable cause, and they say those 2 detectives later conspired to cover up their lies, allegedly meeting in a garage to come up with a false story for investigators.
We allege that the defendants knew their actions in falsifying the affidavit could create a dangerous situation.
Walk back to my voice!
Prosecutors say the officers who executed the warrant at Taylor's home knew nothing about the false affidavit. And when Taylor's boyfriend mistook police for an intruder firing a shot from his registered gun in self-defense, officers opened fire, killing the 26-year-old EMT. Former officer Brett Hankerson, who was acquitted on state charges for firing into a neighbor's apartment, today charged with excessive force for firing 10 shots through a window and sliding glass door in Taylor's home.
Breonna Taylor should be alive today.
Say her name. Breonna Taylor.
Taylor's death and the murder of George Floyd sparking protests across the country.
Say her name.
Breonna Taylor.
I've waited 874 days for today.
Breonna Taylor's mother calling the charges overdue.
That goes back into my top 4 when I brought up that George Floyd. You heard him mention that, so I was right on with the top 4.
Those 2 set it off. You can stop selling the cave, man. You already won, bro. You know what I'm saying? But bro, like some justice, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pulling back the covers. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hold people accountable. Ren, I know you won't touch on it. I'm gonna slide it to you first, and then Hatch and Cave, man, y'all file up, bro.
Nah. This is the time where I agree with Hatch and say we need to meet force with force type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because to go through this whole little charade of a trial, and then they get let off, and then everybody acts so motherfucking outraged. At a point in time, that shit get kind of redundant to me. You know what I'm saying? They say they falsified the documents. They lied about it. That's what fucking police do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I ain't, you know what I'm saying? And just for clarity, they're not charging the cops that actually killed her. They're charging the cops that filled out the paperwork, that filled out the search warrants and shit like that. They put false information, and then they so the cops who went into her house and fired, they was justified because they were acting on they had
bad intel.
Yeah, they was acting on bad intel, but it's like reasonable intel. Like if you get a search warrant from the police and you're the police, you're not gonna go line through line and make sure all this shit is correct. So I mean, to me,
supposed to.
Not really.
That's a
like,
no-knock warrant. Listen, Ren. That's a no-knock warrant. That's a kick in the door, guns blazing type shit. When you do that, you gotta be right, bro. You can't be no fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
Because somebody is gonna get
life in jeopardy. Go say.
Well, that's why they got the no-knock warrant, because of the falsified information. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that one about to say they should hold their feet to the fire extra, because y'all is the reason why I'm going in the manner I'm going in, because of the shit that y'all trumped up.
Right. Measure twice, cut once.
Props.
The thing I don't like about it, like, first of all, I don't think the family ever gonna really get justice. And they slander this girl name through the mud and shit like that. They make her out to be a criminal and all that. And at the end of the day, nothing they do really gonna bring her back. And I just feel like these type of trials are just kind of meant to play on our emotions. You know what I'm saying? To get everybody all riled up with no real justice. Even if they give them
Hold
5
on.
years, fucker still gonna
Hold on.
feel like we got messed over. So
I don't like the fact that we use this as pacifying black people. First of all, this is something that need to happen. We need to hold these motherfuckers accountable, and that's what they're doing. So this ain't just a pacifying us. These motherfuckers was found. Somebody did their research and got these niggas, got these people who falsified documents and held them accountable. So I applaud the due diligence in getting these people who caused this woman's death. So I don't look at this as a pacifying black people thing. This is something that
the only one who was on the scene is the guy, I think his name Hankton, the one who fired through the window 10 times. He's already been on trial for that and got it off. So that's why I feel like it's pacifying, because I mean, we could wait and see what happened, but it's kind of hard to keep back and surprised by the same shit.
Right. Okay, man, I'm with you, bro. I don't think it's like I don't think it's nothing light. I think one battle does not war make, but you gotta win multiple battles to win the war. I think, you know, I like to hear what I heard.
Go get them. Yeah, let's go get them.
What you say, Hat?
I think in all of this, when you have people getting charged, that's the cover up, because this is not something that a couple of little low-level officers can pull off. You understand what I'm saying? They report to somebody. They were trained by somebody. They answer to somebody. These people are fall guys. Just fall guys. And that's all this is. It goes deeper than these people that they have right now. Believe me.
No, I could agree with you on that.
Yeah, but the fall guys, they're gonna have to be accountable for accepting their role.
Well, let me ask this too. Wasn't Breonna Taylor a municipal worker? Didn't she work for the city?
Right. Yeah.
That's being debated now, because they're saying, like, I did a little deep dive on this shit, and from what I heard, I can't verify it not, but they said she had lost that job because she was a part of a murder investigation, because she rented a car that was found to be used in the murder, and that's a part of how this whole investigation started.
So what happened? What happened with her fiance? What happened with him in jail? What happened with that? Was he ever charged with anything?
But everything, like, when we think about it, all this shit is kind of murky, because first he said that she fired the shot, then he said that he fired the shot, and then, you know, they just went to busting like crazy, and to address what Diddy said, like, yeah, the dude was charged with I think they call it wanton endangerment, like he fired some bogus shots, and they went through the neighbor's yard and all this shit. I mean, through the neighbor's wall and all that.
Well, how you gonna charge him with that when you breaking into his fucking house?
That's what I'm telling y'all. The people who killed her were already deemed to be justified. This is just the paperwork that led to it. This is just the paperwork.
But that's what
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Listen, no, that's not no taking anything. That's putting motherfuckers accountable. These people who falsify information.
Listen, those people who may go to jail are not going to change anything. You ain't holding nobody accountable. This is scapegoat.
Whoa, why not?
Hold up. No, Hat said it right. That's scapegoat. The motherfuckers who killed her, the motherfuckers who pulled the trigger, who fired the shots that went into her chest and took her life, are still on the force.
But somebody getting held responsible for it, though. Whether it was them or the people who falsified the information.
We gotta go one at a time, fella.
Until we get judges, until we get police chiefs and captains going to fucking jail, we ain't getting nobody held accountable, because any of these other people can be replaced at any fucking time, bro, is what I'm saying. It's the system. They get exonerated because they know that that is part of the job. If I send you to go kill somebody and you kill somebody, you just did what I told you to do.
Right.
No
they ain't
knock
nobody.
warrants usually lead to the suspect dying.
So who should be held accountable
It just
for this
happened here.
incident? Who you say should be held accountable? The police chief, the mayor.
The state,
who you think?
The city, the state.
I feel like
Like,
these are
yeah, I'm with Diddy. It's like a
whether
one step at a time thing.
be warranted.
I'm with that too. That's how I feel about it.
Cause like, well, I feel y'all obviously like the actual gunman should be held to some, they should be held accountable, right?
Correct.
But if I'm going in that bitch off the strength of your report, I want you held accountable too. So it seems like to me, y'all telling me they missed one, and why that's fucked up. I'm glad you got one though. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Don't let everybody off the hook saying it was a mistake, like George Zimmerman type shit. Niggas could be able to do this and some kind of legality keep you free. This got everybody.
Honestly, I'm a
qualified immunity shouldn't exist. That is correct.
Until I see the ruling, because to me, being charged with a crime is totally different from being convicted of the crime. And being charged with a crime ain't no fucking justice in this situation. I won't see.
I feel you on that.
I won't see what the sentence is, and then we could discuss whether or not that's actual justice, which it probably won't be.
Don't say probably won't be, because the George Floyd, what's his name? Forget his name. He in jail. They got his ass. So let's keep this narrative.
That's one out of like 1,000. And that
slow down, Ren. Let's keep this narrative going. We got the George Floyd guy. Let's go get the Breonna Taylor people. Let's keep continuing getting these people. Don't just say when we get somebody, they ain't shit. Let's go keep getting them. Right or wrong?
I feel like vigilante justice is warranted and more effective in these situations. This is the eye for an eye type of situation. To me, that's just my personal opinion.
I think that's a whole nother topic, because eye for eye, we really killing each other in that situation. With I don't go. That's a whole nother topic, but
no, that go back to the previous topic when Het was saying how we deal with one another in these situations.
That's what I'm talking about.
In the other situation, if it was motherfuckers on the street who killed Breonna Taylor, her people will be sliding on them, right? The motherfucker who killed her at work today.
That's a dynamic I don't understand.
Yeah, that is a can of worms.
I think
we
need to dig deep on that in the next combo we have. Because how we could watch our people get done wrong and not do nothing, but when we do wrong to each other, we guarantee we gonna fix it.
Well, because of I think the Alchemists put it in there. They have qualified immunity, so a lot of times they are protected and insulated from even coming up on charges. So I get what y'all saying, like it's a new day because they at least getting charged now. But just like the chick out here in Dallas who went in a dude crib while he was eating ice cream, said she thought it was his crib and killed him. She got 10 years. Now you might call that justice, but you go try to do that shit and watch how they throw the book at your black ass. So, I ain't feeling that shit.
She got the same time Brittany Griner got.
Exactly. I mean, I don't want to compare that because that's America in another country. But I bet we could find motherfuckers in America who got that type of time for a weed charge or something silly.
Didn't they find some of her equipment in his apartment?
The chick out here. I got pissed off when the mama hugged her and forgave her in court. The brother.
That was the brother. That was his brother did that shit.
Yeah, that shit pissed me off. I stopped reading the footnotes after that.
Oh man.
Ooh, these rounds hitting fast.
Hey, bro.
It gets heavy.
Drink. Y'all got a drink?
Man.
Motherfucking thirsty. Round 4.
I keep something on deck. Hey, bro. we had one though. We up against it. We could roll over a little bit. I ain't tripping. Uh, I'm a pitch it to you, Cleve. We gonna scrap the four. We gonna save it, and we gonna talk about the shit you threw out here before we actually came on live for the people. You know what I'm saying? So throw your scenario out there, bro.
I know y'all. I know all of y'all heard this before. When a woman say, if the father had to take care of the child, he wouldn't. He a fool, right? But they don't fail to realize those fathers they're speaking about are the good fathers. You feel me? Especially the good fathers who actually support the child financially through the system. And at the same time, that same father has so much care for their child. They care for the child with the system on his ass and without the system. So he doing both. Where the woman who's saying that same thing, she receiving a child support payment or she receiving assistance and doing the exact same thing that the father doing, who's paying and taking care of the child at the same time. If y'all understand the dynamic of that, you could pay child support and still be responsible just as equal as the mother, but the mother will come tell you
Well, say, bro. When we was backstage, you had it a little, you worded it a little different. You put it to me basically like how can a woman say that she's tired and all she does is take care of the child, but she doesn't have to pay child support, but a man has to take care of his responsibilities for the child as well as pay child support, but she looks at him as if he shouldn't be tired.
exactly.
I didn't really
That's phrased better than
I didn't understand where you were going with it. You and Hatchet was running it before Cuz came on because I didn't understand what the child support had to do with the fatigue of the parent.
Well, because the
tired.
system is, go ahead, Ren.
I'm just saying the money ain't what make you tired. The time is like, so I don't know what how the child support play into whether or not you should be tired.
Yeah, it plays into the fact because you got to work your ass off, pay child support, and then you got to go get that baby. You got to go to school, especially with the good fathers, because a lot of the good fathers get hang over the ringer. You feel me? We ain't talking about the absentee niggas. Let's focus on not the absentee niggas. We're talking about the men who take care of their children. Some of us are on child support and put that extra effort in. When a woman who automatically got the child doing that so-called extra effort and they get a child support payment. When a man who do it, he don't get the child support payment, but he's still spoken on as if he ain't doing enough. Or
But
as if what he doing is just as equal as what the mother doing. I would beg to differ because if I got to pay child support and pick that child up for school, do homework, and do all of these different things, I would say I'm doing a little bit over and above over the woman who getting a child support check and taking the child to school. Do y'all understand where I'm coming from?
So is she not working?
She ain't paying the father child support.
That wasn't the question. Is she working? Is she still working at the child?
Thank you, cuz.
She working. Is she paying the man?
Okay, so y'all doing the same thing. Your money is just being allocated differently. You see what I'm saying?
You ain't listening. I just told you. Let me break this down again. Let me explain this again. If I'm picking up the child from no, you didn't. You obviously didn't. If I'm picking up the child from school, doing homework, giving baths and feeding them, and at the same time I'm giving the mother child support while I'm doing the same thing she doing, how am I looked up on as, well, you're doing what I'm doing, you're doing what other women? No, I'm actually paying child support while I'm doing it. You getting child support while you're doing it. That's two different dynamics.
Great comment.
But to me, the child support don't go into whether or not you tired or not. Like, that's a physical thing. Like, the child support, that's just an extra financial obligation.
I'm tired of paying
child support. You don't think a man got to work extra? What you mean? The man ain't tired.
Look.
This.
Listen.
Go ahead.
This is thing. Child support does not support the children. Child support is a state fund, right? That gets money from males and they hold it in the escrow and there's like a 16% markup on the shit, right? And then
Can
they
I pause
piece
you real
out and
quick,
give
Hatch?
the money.
Let me pause you real quick. I don't have to interrupt, but I pay child support, and the woman don't get all the child support. She gets some of it, and the government gets some of it.
Love you too, love. But
Well, that's the trick. That's the trick in the trap. You see what I'm saying? They use child support in order to separate you from that woman emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, she gonna choose that check before she choose you. You know what I mean? And
she don't get all
it's
the check.
a lot of times, it be fathers who are actually involved who get caught up in that child support shit. They the ones who having the problem. The people who don't give a fuck, they don't be worrying about child support. If they take it out, they take it out. That's fine. They take it out, they take it out. But the guys who actually care and are still doing for the child and having a child, that's where the misunderstanding and hard feelings come from. Because it's like, I can, on a normal basis, do for my child, just like she can do for her, the same child, right? But the state's still having issues in my finances, pulling out my finances,
right?
And that shouldn't be. But that all comes from bad relationships, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's
the key there.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
No matter how the relationship dissolve, at some point we adults here. You know what I'm saying? Like you saying you paying money, she not getting all the money. Why we can't come to an agreement? If you're gonna have a child the majority of the time, let's come up on a figure that I'm going to give directly to you. And I'm gonna give it to you the same way that they would take it from me, but you getting that full amount. You see what I'm saying?
Look,
if I have a child with me, you give me child support.
I think I told you this this story before, right? I paid child support for my youngest son. So it was a situation. His mom called and said, "Hey, the lights out." And I'm like, "Oh, really? That's fucked up." Well, look, give me 20 minutes and I'll be over there. So I showed up in 20 minutes, and I'm like, "Okay, let me get him."
Y'all listen to this story. Listen.
What you mean? Let me get him? Ain't no lights in here. He don't need to be in here without no lights. Well, what about me and my other kids? That ain't got. You better start calling every last one of their fucking daddies.
You invite everybody to McDonald's?
Oh no, I don't do that. Let me get him. And I got him, and I brought him by my house, and he stood there. And then 4 or 5 days later, she called and said, bring my fucking child back. No,
Like the lights on over there.
Man, that's what you're supposed to do. He is supposed to do that. That's right.
She thought I was gonna come over there and.
Oh no, that's irresponsible on her behalf.
Right.
Because
And
just like if you could keep power on in your house, she would go run into the judge.
That's the thing, Ren. Most women who are receiving child support are not women that got money on their own. They need that to support their lifestyle, not the children, just whatever they had. I'm not saying it's all of them, but
right.
It don't matter what you say or how you, whatever, like that's always gonna be in the middle. That's always gonna come in the middle. So if I recommend that all young men, make sure they don't even fucking get in that situation to go that route. You know what I'm saying? Like casual shit is casual, right? You don't fuck around and have a baby with a bitch you know casually.
Right. And I brought this comment up because I see this comment all the time. If the father had the child full time, he will fold.
He wouldn't ask for no child support. Fold for what? What are you talking about?
That's the point. You see, there you go, Hatch. You hit it right on the head. Because I'm like, hold up, we gonna fold. But first of all, do y'all not know we paying?
I don't hear that a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I don't hear that a brother fold shit a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I hear it a lot. We can't control. We can't handle what the mama doing. The mama go to school. The mama, but we paying child support. Well, you supposed to do that if we gotta pay you.
I'm not on
woman.
child.
Most of the niggas I know is good fathers, and they
No, no.
women know, like, you know what I'm saying? Them boys
How
can
does
handle their
shit work?
business.
How you wind up on child support? Like when she filed for custody and child support, can you do it at the same time? Just let
And Ren,
them
that
figure out
always be my question too.
who the
Why
better
don't
parent is?
brothers be going for the joint custody? I know one
It
dude
ain't
I know
about
got
that.
custody
This is
and
why.
he get child support.
This is why. Unless the woman is deemed unfit, unless she done had CPS cases, unless she got domestic violence charge, unless she got a bunch of shit.
I
You
got an
could have
example
all the
too.
money, you can have all of the means. If she is not a danger to the child, especially if it's a small child, the court is going to side with the mother 99% of the time. It's going to make her the custodial parent and going to make you the conservative. You're a joint conservator.
Let me say this too, because I had a video where I have joint custody of my son, and it's real life. Me and his mama have a disagreement, and I have paperwork signed by the state saying I got this time and that time. She got this time and that time. She took upon herself to take the time that was allotted to me away from me. So the initial thing I need to do, call the police, give them my information saying what the government or what the court order say. They told me they can't do nothing about it. I got to go back to court.
They're not going to do anything about it.
So we can't
file because it's not a criminal thing. It's a civil case. It's a civil case.
That's exactly what they told me.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like when they file,
and as far as filing at the same,
can you file at the same time to put them on it?
No, because what they're gonna do?
I'll give you the example where I filed where we both got joint custody. We both have it, but she took it upon herself.
You file for child support. I don't hear you speaking to that. Like when she,
well, there's no child support if you both got it. You can't file no child support if you both got custody.
The custody comes first, right? You got to establish custody first. Whoever's going to be the custodial parent or whoever's going to be a visiting parent or have visitation rights or whatever. Once they establish that first,
he said they got joint custody.
Big T on it.
No child support is involved with joint custody.
Okay.
Joint custody, there is no support.
Right.
But if one lives with one, then the other one has to pay according to the
person
state.
who got custody get the payments.
Yeah, you can't let yourself be in that situation. Like, you know what I'm saying?
She got the baby. You gonna take it out of her stomach?
Nah, that's all about the communication and shit.
In her stomach, like I'm saying, either go for joint custody or the custodial parent, so it could be no child support, or you could get the child support.
Okay, when you go there and you say, I said, I would like joint custody. And then she said, nah, I want to keep my baby. He can have as much visitation as he wants, but I'll keep my baby. And so I'm like, and I said, I don't agree to that. And they drugged me to court for about 16 months. And then guess what happened after that? After it was all figured out, they told me I had 3 years of arrears that I had to pay.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Let me give you another example. When
you get there, I had a female lawyer. My female lawyer knew that all of the fucking people working in that office. They knew her public defender. They knew all. They don't care about the. This is not about law. This is a money racket.
Oh shit, it is.
Let me jump on this again. Let me jump on this.
It's illegal.
I get a child support.
Yeah. America, nigga.
I'm gonna jump on this, and this is gonna be my last comment. So I got joint custody of my son 50-50. I get a child support order in the court in the mail. I'm like, hold up. So I go down there like I'm supposed to. I'm like, so what's going on? They was like, what's your payments? What's this and that? First of all, y'all deduct shit automatically. So stop asking me to give y'all information. I'm not playing that. And why do I have to even be here when we have 50 custody? The woman told me it don't matter. You still might have to pay child support. I'm
So
like, you
why-
got to explain.
But how on child support? That's the whole
No,
thing.
you ain't listening. You're not listening. I just told you we got 50 custody. When I go to the child support office, they told me I still have to pay child support.
But you just said, I am listening. You just said it ain't no child support when it's 50-50 custody, because I was asking you why you.
And I just told you what they listen. And I just told you what they gave me.
It don't
They
stop him
told
from
me
trying
what.
to get it. It don't stop him
But
from
what
trying to
Rent's
get it.
saying is why you can't try to get it in that same situation. If it's not, if it
all
shouldn't
I'm
apply,
saying.
but not
That's
all
all
of a
I'm
sudden
They're
it's
not gonna.
on the
They're
table.
not gonna. They're not gonna ask her for
Rationalize this. Rationalize this, Goody and Ren. If both of us got 50-50 custody, that means I got half, I got to be responsible. She got half, she got to be responsible for. So
We
that means
understand that.
whatever her half is on her. Whatever my
Right.
half is on me. But when
But
we
then
go
they
to the
still
court,
told you might
they
have
told
to pay.
me I
So
got to be
again,
responsible for her
right,
half.
nigga.
But
So
custody,
again,
custody
bruh,
and conservatorship is two different things. Custody is who has the child.
Which is
It's both of y'all responsibility, but who has the child? If it's 50-50 custody, then y'all have it different times, and y'all work all of that out.
6 months a year
Even
out
with
the
that,
year. Huh?
even with that, she can ask for child support.
She
You
sure
can ask for
can.
child support.
That's bullshit.
That's all Ren saying. Ask for it.
But I don't want no fucking child support from that bitch.
Why would I think I need to ask for
Right.
child support when I got
I
half
don't-
and she got
So
half?
you don't want child support from her, but you don't want to give her child support either, right?
Because
I got gonna be doing something you don't want to do.
Right.
No.
You missing
But think
what
about
he's
this,
saying,
Ren.
kid, man.
If you got half, I got half. Why should I be responsible for any part of your half?
We understand that.
I
What he's saying is, but the minute
Let's
she
get
tried
past
to
that
get you to
point.
be
Let's get past
responsible
that
for
point.
her half, why don't you try to counter that by asking for the
That,
same thing?
that's all I'm saying.
Since
Like,
now
kind of
that door is
common
open,
sense.
that's the only.
That's not how the
Because
That's
on
not
one
what?
hand, y'all
That's
telling
not
me
how
it's
the courts work.
50-50, it's no child support. Then y'all telling me it's 50-50, she asking for child support. And then when I say, well, why you don't ask for it, y'all saying you can't do that.
You can. Let me break it down again.
No.
Whoever make the
I'm
most money.
saying this.
No, whoever make the most money, that's who they go try to attack. If you understand that. So I make
That's
more
what I'm
money.
saying.
Even though I got 50-50, I make more money. So they want me to be responsible for half of her side.
They're not gonna ask money for her because she don't have no money.
Oh shit.
Hey, bro. Like I said, I only know one dude who got custody. He got sole custody, I guess, and he get child support. The shit, it seemed like it's working. For the brothers on child support, I'm sorry for y'all, bro. I know it's rough. You know what I'm saying? And I do agree with y'all that a lot of the shit is some trumped up bullshit by the courts. Right. I'm with y'all on that. Yeah, get you a good one, bro. And hopefully y'all, if you do have to split, y'all could at least, agree how to work shit for the kids. You know what I'm saying? In the ideal situation, we know that's not most situations, but shit. Hopefully you're getting one like that, bro, because the shit y'all talking about don't sound good.
That's not unfit. That's not unfit if your light's not on.
I would say so. I would say so.
Situations, I'm going straight to court. She can't even keep the fucking lights on over there.
And that'd be my thing.
And they're gonna make you pay child support to get them lights on, Ren.
Hold on, Ren. I signed an affidavit. It's called parent relationship. You know what I'm saying? Let him to come live with me, right? Man,
it's cheaper to keep her.
No, it ain't cheaper to keep her because a peace of mind is fucking.
That's what Diddy said.
Worth it. Who?
But it don't sound like y'all have peace of mind without her because you still got this this looming thing like your child with your child or whatever. So it's financially cheaper to keep her, obviously.
It's not. It's not. Because, like I said, most times this is a casual situation and then life happens. This is not somebody you with and then y'all, a family that's broken up. That's a totally different thing. That's a totally different thing. If
I'm
a
with Paul.
family
I'm for the peace of
is
mind.
breaking up, I'm talking about the situation was one of them things,
Of my
and you know
mama.
how that go. And then this is just the situation from it. And it was bad. It was bad on my part, and I recommend every young man, to make sure he handle his business.
I'm gonna wrap
Make
this
sure
up. This is my final thought. This
You
go
said
back to a couple of podcasts we had a while ago about some things that won't be around that we have now and won't be around 20 years. And I think child support gonna be one of them. It ain't
I
gonna be
don't
around.
think so, from what
And
y'all
I'm gonna be and I'm gonna be in the courtroom. I'm gonna be in the courtroom like Ray and Claude from Life. The upper room. I'm gonna be an old nigga watching it dissolve. And I'm gonna be sitting there happy.
Shouts out, fellas.
That sound to me like, honestly, they should have took that off the table when they took abortions off the table, and that would have made everybody reconsider the whole thing. No abortion, no child support. Everybody got to be responsible.
Listen. Child support is like the number 5 grossing income for the fucking attorney general, bro.
Yeah,
Correct.
so
Cartoon said get a
no.
vasectomy, kid. You see that? Get a vasectomy. I got one.
Get a vasectomy.
Yeah, I got
For
it.
what?
I got one already. Cartoon.
Get no goddamn. That's stupid.
Damn right, I got a vasectomy.
Man, be responsible, practice safe
No.
sex, have great relationships, be with great people, communicate with your partners.
Stop fucking with broke bitches. Don't listen. You can't go to the daiquiri shop on the weekend and try to catch a little something. They ain't got it
What's that,
together.
dog? Yeah, well, get
It
you a
ain't got
baller
nothing
so
to do-
you
my
can
baby
get you
mama,
some
my
child
oldest got a
support. You
master's
know what I'm
degree.
saying?
My other baby mama got a bachelor's. Both my last two got bachelor's
Yeah,
degree.
that sound
One
like
with
that.
What
It
that
ain't
Yeah,
got nothing
man.
to do with that.
That sound
that
like
mean?
that. That's why I
That's
said
ain't broke.
get your bro with some bread, get on child
Broke is
support.
in the
You know?
mind, brother.
Oh, my
Broke
bad.
ain't in the pocket.
My
Flip
bad.
the
I'm talking
system.
about broken mentally.
All right, bro, let's get out of here, man. Shouts out to that boy Did It, Ronique. Y'all know the panel. Hit him up.
I got this counseling session about to happen in about 10, 15 minutes. I got this woman here she having issues with her.
Another nigga gonna be on child support. Fucking mother.
No. This is about a mother and a daughter. They're trying to dissolve the issues from the past. So I'm about to sit there and sit them down and get this dissolved. I'm gonna send them on the right path.
Resolve their issues or resolve them? Resolve them.
Dissolve.
How old is the daughter?
She's 21. The mama 48. So my first suggestion is to go bungee jumping together. When they get the feeling that adrenaline, that their life could be, that shit bring you together. So that's what I'm gonna suggest to them. It been working. You heard me? So I'm about to counsel.
Shouts out to Michael Thomas, man. Yeah, man. Shouts out to the Alchemist. I'm about to get out the door. We 20 minutes over.
As soon as I'm on it.
K1, whoever the Facebook user is. You know what I'm saying?
Man, get right.
Paula Felton.
You heard me?
Ronique, what's happening with you, my baby? You ain't hollering, huh?
Ain't no baby over there, right?
Oh, look, yeah. She rent baby.
Yeah.
You hear me? Rent the God. You hear me?
If you don't know where I'm from, everybody my baby. Don't take it personal. A lot of bitches took it personal and got their feelings hurt. If I say my baby, bitches just mean that.
Your baby.
That don't mean nothing past that. I'm just saying.
Well, on that note,
y'all ready for y'all session? Y'all ready for y'all session? Come on and have a seat. You sit over there. Keep your legs crossed. Y'all, I'm on my way. All right. Y'all want some drinks? I got you.
For hatchback of the ENT, Ren, aka Just Ren, Caveman, what we call that boy, Cleveland Samuels. Myself, Benjamin Ness. It's the Rounds Podcast, and we out this bitch.
Yeah.
If you like the content, make sure you like,